Identify the types of caries. So if you see this particular figure, you must be able to understand there's this particular is a primary molar. It is a milk tooth, and this is basically D, right? And it looks like of the lower arch, right? Now here, if you see, this particular area is the proximal interdental area, right? So that is going to be the distal surface of this particular D, that is primary first molar. Primary first molar, it has to be the distal surface of this, right? Now if you try to figure out more information about this, so you should be seeing here that this tooth looks quite healthy, even this canine looks quite healthy, and here you can see there is a carious lesion on the proximal surface, right? Now what are the options here? One, you have the secondary caries. Now secondary caries are generally seen in below the restorations. If you have already restored tooth, then only these secondary caries will be done. There's no restoration seen here, so we can rule out this particular answer. Now rampant caries. Now rampant caries is a kind of caries that is kind of acutely, as well as the it is going to be very extensive in nature. So that must be involving a lot of teeth in the individual. So if you see other teeth are very healthy, only one tooth is having problems, so you can exclude the rampant caries as well. Now pit and fissure caries and smooth surface caries. So if you see, this is neither the pit or fissure. This looks to be the proximal surface area, the distal surface area. So you can rule out the pit and fissure as well, and you can choose the smooth surface caries. Now if I just come back to the smooth surface caries, the smooth surface caries are generally seen in the interdental area, that is the proximal area, or these can be seen in the cervical third of the teeth, where the more plaque is there and that is hard to be cleared, right? Now there are certain caries which are known as the root caries or the cemental caries. These are generally seen in the patient which are old, which have the recession, and due to the recession there will be exposure and there will be more chances of developing of the caries on the surface of the root. Okay, so these are the various kind of caries, and this is one of the very direct question. So if you see here, the proximal caries are there, and these are going to be smooth surface caries. Now these smooth surface caries can be of like 2 3 types. If we just see here, so the smooth surface areas are going to be 3 location. One is your proximal surface of the posteriors and anteriors, which we have seen already, facial and lingual surface, cervical third of the crown of the teeth, as well as root surface caries. So we have discussed all the possible caries: interdental, cervical third, and the root caries, which are seen in the old people, that is in the recession cases. So answer to this question is going to be, of course, your option number 4, that is smooth surface caries are going to be are here depicted in this particular picture.